I have come to the conclusion that one useless man is called a disgrace. That two are called a law firm. And that three or more become a Congress. And by God, I have had this Congress. For 10 years, King George has gulled, hullied, and diddled these colonies with their illegal taxes. Stamp Acts, Townsend Acts, Sugar Acts, Tea Acts. And when we dared stand up to them like men, they stopped our trade, seized our ships, blockaded our ports, burned our towns, and spilled our blood. And still, this Congress will not grant any of my proposals on independence, even so much as the courtesy of open debate. Good God! What in hell are they waiting for?
Sit down, John! Sit down, John! For God's sake, John! Sit down! Sit down, John! Sit down, John! For God's sake, John! Sit down!
Someone ought to open up a window.
'Tis nigh to liberty. Have mercy, John, please. It's hot as hell in Philadelphia.
To open up a window.
I say vote yes, vote yes, vote for independence.
Open up a window.
I say vote yes,
Sit down, John.
vote for independence.
Someone ought to open up a window.
No, 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 too many flies, too many flies. But it's hot as hell in Philadelphia. Open up the window, can't we compromise here?
Vote yes,
No, too many flies here.
vote yes.
Oh, for God's sake, John, sit down.
Good God! Consider yourself fortunate that you have John Adams to abuse, for no sane man would tolerate it.
John, you're a whore. We've heard this before. Now, for God's sake, John, sit down.
I say vote yes,
No,
vote yes,
no.
vote for independence.
Open up the window.
I say vote yes,
Sit down, John.
vote for independence.
Will someone shut that man up?
Never, never. Dear God, for one solid year they have been sitting here, all year, doing nothing. I do believe you played her song, North America. First that we hear, never heard sing, Philadelphia. A second flood, simple fact, flakes of locusts everywhere. Or a cataclysmic earthquake, and except with some despair. But no, you send us Congress. Good God, sir, was that fair? I say this we humility in Philadelphia, where your responsibility in Philadelphia. If you don't want to see us hanging from some far British hill, if you don't want the voice of independency forever still, then Gaza, get me to it, for Congress never will. You see me kiddle, twiddle, and resolve, that damn me duty song, kiddle, twiddle, and resolve. Nothing's ever solved, in fact, in it, you ain't fucking the thing, Philadelphia.
Someone to open up a window.
Shut up!
I now call the Congress attention to the petition of Mr. Melchior May, who claims $20 compensation for his dead mule. It seems the animal will employ transporting luggage in the service of Congress.
What we have here appears to be a question of occasion. For if the mule expired, not while carrying, but after being unloaded, then I say the beast dropped dead on his own time.
Good God! They may sit here for years and years in Philadelphia. These indecisive grenadiers of Philadelphia. They can't agree on what is right or wrong, or what is good or bad. I'm convinced the only purpose this Congress ever had was to gather here specifically to drive John Adams mad. You see me kiddle, twiddle, and resolve that damn it would be some kiddle, twiddle, and resolve. Nothing's ever solved if you found it. You ain't fucking the thing, Philadelphia.
Is that you carry on?
Oh, Abigail, I have such a desire to knock heads together.
I know, my dearest, I know. Let's make everything so complicated. It's all quite simple, really. Just tell the Congress to declare independency. Then sign your name, get out of there, and hurry home to me. Our children all have dysentery. Little Tom keeps turning blue. Little Annie has the measles, and I'm coming down with flu. They say we make it so.
Madam, what else is new? Abigail, in my last letter I wrote to you that the king has collected 12,000 German mercenaries to march against us. I asked you to organize the ladies to make saltpeter for gunpowder. Have you done as I asked?
No, John, I have not.
Why have you not?
Because you neglected to tell us how saltpeter was made.
By treating sodium nitrate with potassium chloride, of course.
Oh, yes, of course.
Where to be done then?
I'm afraid we have a more urgent problem, John.
What more urgent, madam?
There's one thing everyone's missed in Massachusetts Bay. Don't smirk at me, you egotist, pay heed to what I say. We've gone from Framingham to Boston, and we cannot find a pin. Don't you know there's a war on in the basement with the British left? We will not make saltpeter until you send us pins.
Pins, madam, saltpeter.
Pins.
Saltpeter.
Pins.
Saltpeter.
Pins.
Saltpeter.
Pins.
Peter. Peter. Peter.
Pins.
Peter.
Pins.
Done, madam, done.
Home, John. Hurry home, John.
Oh, as soon as I may.
Don't stop writing, it's all I have.
Every day, my dearest friend.
Till dawn, till dawn, as I ever was, and ever shall be. Yours, yours, yours.
heaven's name were you when I needed you last night?
Right here, John, being preserved for posterity. You like it?
It sticks.
As ever, the soul of the man.
The man is no Botticelli.
And the subject is no beast.
Damn it, Franklin. Haven't you heard what I suffered in there?
Heard? Of course I heard. Along with the rest of Philadelphia. Lord, your voice is piercing, John.
I wish I had in my arguments for. Damn it, Franklin. Why can't they make up their minds? With one hand, they can raise an arm, dispatch one of their own to lead it, and share the news from Bunker's Hill. While in the other, they wave the olive branch to the king, begging him for a happy and permanent reconciliation. Damn it, Fat George has already declared his rebellion. Why in bloody hell can't they?
John, really? You talk of independence as if it was a rule. It's never been done before. No colony has ever broken from the parent stem in the history of the world.
Damn it, Franklin, you make me sound treasonous.
Do I? Treason. Treason is a charge invented by winners as an excuse for hanging the losers.
I have more to do than listen to you quote yourself.
No, I mean, just one.
Damn it, Franklin, we're at war.
To defend ourselves, nothing more. We expressed our displeasure and the English acted against us, and we in turn have resisted. Now our fellow congressmen want to effect a reconciliation before it becomes a war.
Reconciliation, my ass. The people want independence.
People have read Mr. Payne's common sense. I doubt that Congress has. John, why don't you give it up? Nobody listens to you. You're obnoxious and disliked.
I'm not promoting John Adams, I'm promoting independence.
Evidently, they can't help but connect the two.
What are you getting at?
Let someone else in Congress propose.
Never! Why? Who did you have in mind?
I don't know. I really haven't given it much thought.
Except for me, Benjamin.
Never!
Oh, hello, Johnny.
Richard?
Richard, John and I need some advice.
Oh, if it's mine to give, it's yours, you know that.
Oh, thank you, Richard. Now, as you know, the cause that we support has come to a complete standstill. Now, why do you suppose that is?
Simple. Johnny here is obnoxious and disliked.
That's true. Now, what's the solution, I wonder?
Get someone else in Congress to propose.
Oh, Richard, that's brilliant. Wasn't that brilliant, John?
Brilliant.
Now, the question remains, who can it be? The man we need must belong to a delegation publicly committed to support independence. And at the present time, only Massachusetts, Delaware, and New Hampshire have declared our way.
Oh, and Virginia, Benji. Don't forget, Virginia.
Oh, Richard, I haven't. How could I? But strictly speaking, while Virginia's views on independence are well known, its legislature in Williamsburg has yet to formally authorize its delegation in Congress to support the cause. Now, if we could only think of Virginia had enough influence to go down there and persuade the House of Burgesses.
Damn if I haven't thought of someone.
Who? Why didn't I think of that?
Oh, I'll leave tonight. Walk in. I'll leave right now if you like. I'll just stop off at Stratford long enough to refresh the missus. And then straight to the matter. Virginia, the land that gave us our glorious commander-in-chief. George Washington will now grant the continent its proposal on independence, and when Virginia proposes, the South is bound to follow. And where the South goes, the middle colonies go. Gentlemen, a salute to Virginia, the mother of American independence.
Great. We're free, and he hasn't even left yet. What makes you so sure that you can do it?
Ha! My name is Richard Henry Lee. Virginia is my home. My name is Richard Henry Lee. Virginia is my home. Hey, may my horses come to you if I can deliver unto you a resolution of independency. For I am General Horse Kylie, Willie Lee, Jesse Lee.
And Richard H.
That's me! And may my blood stop running through if I can't deliver unto you the resolution on independency. Yes, and my God, it's terribly, terribly, but my eyes join in with me.
Barely, barely. When do you eat?
Immediately,
Barely, barely. When is your turn?
shortly, barely,
Barely,
and I'll come back to my life.
barely, barely. Anywhere only, only.
That was the most revolting display I have ever witnessed.
They're warm-blooded people, Virginians.
Not him, Franklin, you! You and your infernal mind for deviousness. You come out and ask him straight out, you be gone half hour ago.
Oh, cheer up, John. As of right now, our cause is again riding high, straight to the south, and in full gallop for Virginia.
And our women are serene. Bosomed Benji. Everyone a queen. They are Lees. Damn it! The Lees of old Virginia. Yes, sir, my God, it's here, Lee. Barely. And my God's and finally.
Barely, barely. Anywhere only, only.
Yes, I'm Dr. Lyons Hall, the new delegate from Georgia.
And I'm Andrew McNair, Congressional Custodian. If there'll be anything you'll be wanting, just holler out, McNair! I can hear the others do. You'll love have two roles to it.
Where does the Georgia delegation belong?
Oh, they moved up this corner over there near the Carolinas.
10 o'clock. I was told the Congress convened at 10.
Oh, they'll be wondering any time how with all the Raven guts leaving the power.
Old Bill.
McNair! Raven guts. McNair, fetch me a mug of rum. Mr. Hopkins, you'll be pleased to meet Dr. Long Hall. I don't need a doctor, do you? Delegate from Georgia. I did just say so. Stephen Hopkins, old delegate from Rhode Island. McNair, 2 mugs of rum.
Oh, I fear it's a little early in the day.
Nonsense! It's a medicinal fact that rum gets a man's heart started in the morning. Surprised you didn't know it. Speaking as the oldest man in Congress, I bet Franklin's older by almost a year. Rum. So tell me, Doctor, where does Georgia stand on the issue of independence?
Oh, well.
With South Carolina, of course.
Good morning, Nettie. Come, shake the hand of Dr. Lyman Hall from Georgia. This is Edward Rutledge from whatever Carolina he says he's from.
Much, Dr. Hall.
Your servant, Mr. Rutledge.
Well, now you have the long and the short of it. Nettie here is one of the youngest men in Congress.
Except for Ben Franklin.
McNair! You're wrong. And where did you go for it, man? Jamaica?
Dr. Hall, where does Georgia stand on independence at the present time?
I'm given that instruction. It's about my own personal convictions.
And they are,
Personal.
Dr. Hall, the Deep South speak together with one voice. It is traditionally gnawed as a song. Ah, into Delaware, tree jumped on in the middle.
Plain English, Bluffridge. You know we can't stand none of your damn French.
Latin, Colonel Keene, it's a tribute to the everlasting peace and harmony of the Delaware delegation.
What are you saying, man? You know damn well that Caesar and I can't stand this little what.
Gentlemen, this is Dr. Lyman Hall, Caesar Rodney, George Reed, and Colonel Thomas McKean.
Where do you stand on independence, sir?
With South Carolina, it seems.
I leave the good doctor in your excellent company. Gentlemen,
Tell me, sir, would you be a doctor of medicine or theology?
Oh, Mr. Rodney, which one could be of service?
By all means, a physician first. Then we shall see about the other.
All at your convenience, sir.
I trust Caesar when your group converting the poor fellow to independency. You'll give the opposition a fair crack at him.
You're too late, John. Once I get him, you're got. Dr. Lyman Hall of Georgia, Mr. John Dickinson of Pennsylvania.
An honor, sir.
Your service.
Judge Wilson, forgive me. But how can anyone see you if you insist on standing in Mr. Dickinson's shadow? James Wilson, also of Pennsylvania.
Sir,
An honor.
Will you get out of my way? Good morning, all.
Lord,
Morning.
do you have the honor to be Dr. Benjamin Franklin?
Yes, I have that honor. Unfortunately, the gout accompanies the honor.
Been living too high, can I copy?
Oh, Stephen, I only wish King George felt like my big toe all over.
Right there! Such a fella! And 2 mugs of rum.
Franklin! Franklin! Franklin, where is that idiot flee? Has he returned yet? I cannot see him.
Softly, John, your voice is hurting my foot.
One more day, Franklin. That is how long I will remain silent and not a minute longer. Dr. Popinjay was so damn sure of himself, he's had time to bring back a dozen proposals by now.
Tell me, James, how do you explain this strange, monumental quietude that Congress has been treated to these past 30 days? Has the ill wind of independence finally blown itself out?
well, if you ask me...
As for me, I must say a month free from New England noise is more therapeutic than a month in the country. Wouldn't you agree, James?
Why, I would.
Hey, Mr. Adams! Find your voice, sir. It cannot be far, and God knows we need the entertainment in this Congress.
Congratulations, Sean. You just made your greatest contribution to independence. You kept your flag shut.
One more day.
Gentlemen, the usual morning festivities concluded, I now call the Congress to order. Mr. Thompson.
The Second Continental Congress, meeting in the city of Philadelphia, is now in session. 7 June 1776, the 380th meeting.
Sweet Jesus!
The Honorable John Hancock of Massachusetts Bay, President.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. McNair, the stores of rum and other drinking spirits are hereby closed to the colony of Rhode Island for a period of 3 days.
Yes, sir. You can't do that to me, Johnny!
Sit down, Mr. Hopkins. You've abused the privilege. The chair takes this opportunity to welcome Dr. Lyman Hall of Georgia to this Congress and hopes Dr. Hall will take this opportunity to make the most of it. Oh, my God. It's hot! The secretary will read the roll.
All members present with the following exceptions. Mr. Charles Carroll of Maryland, Mr. Samuel Adams of Massachusetts, Mr. Button Gwinnett of Georgia, Mr. George White and Mr. Richard Henry Lee of Virginia, and the entire delegation of New Jersey.
I'm concerned over the continued absence of 1/13 of this Congress. Where is New Jersey?
Somewhere between New York and Pennsylvania.
Thank you very much. Dr. Franklin, have you heard anything? Your son resides there.
Son, sir, what son?
The Royal Governor of New Jersey, sir?
As that title might suggest, sir, we are not in touch at the present time.
Very well. The weather report, Mr. Jefferson of Virginia. Mr. Jefferson!
Present, sir.
May we hear about the weather as if it weren't speaking for itself?
87 degrees of temperature, 30.06 inches of mercury, winds from the southwest for the rest of the day, and tonight I'm leaving for home.
On business?
Family business.
Give her a good one for me, young fella.
Yes, sir, I will.
From the Commander, Army of the United Colonies, in New York, dispatch number 1137.
Sweet Jesus.
To the Honorable Congress, John Hancock, President. Dear Sir, it is with grave apprehension that I have learned this day of the sailing from Halifax, Nova Scotia, of a considerable force of British troops in the company of foreign mercenaries and under the command of General Sir William Howe. There can be no doubt that their destination is New York, for to take and hold this city and the Hudson Valley beyond would serve to separate New England from the other colonies, permitting both sections to be crushed in turn. Sadly, I see no way of stopping them at the present time, as my army is absolutely falling apart. My military chest is totally exhausted. My commissary general has strained his credit to the last. My quartermaster has no food, no arms, no ammunition, and my troops are in a state of near mutiny. I pray God some relief arrives before the Armada, but fear it will not. Your obedient, G. Washington.
Mr. President,
Colonel McLean.
it seems we have promoted the gloomiest man on this continent to head our troops. And these dispatches are the most depressing accumulation of disaster, doom, and despair in the entire annals of military history. And furthermore,
Please, Colonel McLean.
What?
It's too hot.
Yes, I suppose it is.
General Washington will continue writing his dispatches as he sees fit. And I'm sure we all pray he finds happier thoughts to convey in the near future. Mr. Thompson, are there any resolutions?
Yes, Dr. Josiah Wilkins of New Hampshire.
Resolved, that for the duration of the present hostilities, the Congress discourage every type of extravagance and dissipation, elaborate funerals, and other expensive diversions, especially all horse racing.
Oh, listen, we're glad to see you.
What news, Dickie boy, what news?
Is it done?
Oh, well, first things first, the Tom. Wait.
Tom, your little bride wants to know,
What?
when's he coming home?
Oh, never mind that, Lee. It's done.
Done? Why, certainly.
Mr. President, I have returned from Virginia with the following resolution. Resolved that these united colonies are, in of a right, ought to be free and independent states, and that all allegiance to the British crown is, and ought to be, totally dissolved!
Mr. President, I second this proposal.
The proposal has been moved and seconded. The chair will now entertain debate.
Mr. President, Pennsylvania moves As always, the question of independence be postponed indefinitely.
I second the notion.
Wilson, in your eagerness to be loved, you seem to have forgotten that Pennsylvania cannot second its own motion.
You would, you little weasel.
The motion to postpone has been moved and seconded. Mr. Thompson.
On the motion to postpone indefinitely the resolution on independence or proceed with the debate, all those in favor of debate say yea. All those for postponement say nay. New Hampshire.
New Hampshire, in favor of debate, says yea.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, having borne the brunt of the king's tyranny, I said tyranny. Massachusetts now and for all time says nay.
Massachusetts says yea. Rhode Island. Mr. Hopkins. Where's Rhode Island?
Rhode Island's out-visited and necessary.
After what Rhode Island's consumed, I can't say I'm surprised. We'll come back to him, Mr. Thompson.
Rhode Island passes. Connecticut.
While Connecticut has, till now, been against this proposal, our legislature has instructed me that in the event it is introduced by any colony outside of New England, Connecticut could not any longer withhold its support. Connecticut says yes.
Connecticut says yay. New York.
Mr. Secretary, New York abstains. Courteously.
New York abstains.
Courteously.
New Jersey.
Absent, Mr. Secretary.
Oh yes, New Jersey is absent. Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania for the 24th time says nay.
Pennsylvania says nay. Delaware.
Delaware, as ever for independence, says yea.
Delaware says yay. Maryland.
Maryland would welcome independence if it were given, but it is highly skeptical that it can be taken. Maryland says nay.
Maryland says nay. Virginia.
Virginia, the first colony, says yay!
Virginia says yay. North Carolina.
North Carolina respectfully yields to South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Mr. President, although we in South Carolina have never seriously considered the question of independence, when a gentleman proposes it, attention must be paid. However, we in the deep South, unlike our friends in New England, have no cause for impatience at the present time. If at some future date it becomes the wish of all our sister colonies, we will not stand in the way. But for the time being, South Carolina will wait and watch. The vote is nay.
South Carolina says nay.
North Carolina.
Says nay. Yes, Mr. Hughes, I know. Georgia. Georgia.
Mr. Secretary, Georgia seems to be split right down the middle on this issue. The people are against it, but I'm for it. I'm not certain yet whether representing the people means yielding to their decisions or my own. And until I can figure that out, I should probably lean a little toward their side. So, Georgia says nay.
Georgia says nay. Rhode Island. Second call. Rhode Island.
I'm coming.
We're waiting on you, Mr. Hopkins.
Well, it wouldn't kill you. I think Congress would have its own pisser. All right, where she stand?
5 for debate, 5 for postponement, 1 abstention, and 1 absence.
Ah, so it's all up to me then, is it? Well, in all my years, I've never heard, seen, or smelled an issue that was too dangerous to talk about. Hell, I'm for debating anything. Rhode Island says yes.
McNair, get Mr. Hopkins a rub.
What you say?
Get in the whole damn barrel if he wants. The chair now declares this Congress a committee of the whole for the purpose of debating Virginia's resolution on independence. Mr. Dickinson.
Well, now, Mr. Adams, you've got your way at last. I must confess, I'm almost relieved. There's a question I've been fairly itching to ask you. Why?
Why what, Mr. Dickinson?
Well, why independence, Mr. Adams?
For the obvious reason that our growing association with Great Britain has proved to be intolerable.
To whom, Mr. Adams? To you? Then I suggest you sever your ties immediately. But please be kind enough to leave the rest of us where we are. I personally have no objections to being part of the greatest empire on earth, to enjoying its protection and sharing its benefits.
Benefits? What benefits? Crippling taxes? Cruel repressions? Abolished rights?
Is that all England means to you, sir? Is that all the pride and affection you can muster for the nation that bore you? For the noblest, most civilized nation on the face of this planet? Would you have us just take Hastings and Magna Carta? Lionheart and Strongbow, Drake and Marlborough, Tudors, and Plantagenets? For what, sir? Tell me, for what? For you. Some men are patriots, like General Washington, and some are anarchists, like Mr. Payne, some even internationalists, like Dr. Franklin. But you, sir, you are merely an agitator, disturbing the peace, creating disorder, endangering the public welfare, and for what? Your petty little personal complaints. Your taxes are too high. Well, sir, so are mine. Come, Mr. Adams, if you have your grievances, and I'm sure you do, our present system must find a gentler means of redressing them short of revolution. Yes, that's what he wants. Nothing short of it will satisfy him. Violence, rebellion, treason. Now, Mr. Adams, are these the acts of Englishmen?
No, Dickinson. Americans.
No, sir, Englishmen.
Please, Mr. Dickinson, must you start banging? How is a man to sleep?
Forgive me, Dr. Franklin, but must you start speaking? How is a man to stay awake? Well, promise to be quiet, sir. I'm sure everyone prefers that you remain asleep.
Come to hear myself referred to as an Englishman, sir, then I assure you, I prefer I remain asleep.
Oh, now, what's so bad about being called an Englishman? The English don't seem to mind.
Well, nor would I if I had the full rights of an Englishman. But to call me one without those rights is like calling an ox a bull. He's thankful for the honor, but would much rather have restored what's rightfully his.
When did you first notice they were missing, sir? Fortunately, Dr. Franklin, the people of these colonies maintain a high regard for their mother country.
Well, higher certainly than she cares for them. Never has such a valuable possession been so stupidly and recklessly managed as this entire continent by the British Crown. Its industry discouraged, its resources pillaged, and worst of all, its very character stifled. We've spawned a new race here, rougher, simpler, more violent, more enterprising, less refined. We're a new nationality, Mr. Dickinson. We require a new nation.
That may be your opinion, Dr. Franklin, but as I said, the people of...
Oh, what do you know about the people, Dickinson? You do not represent the people. You are only thinking about yourself. In this status quo you keep imploring the people to preserve for their own good is nothing more than the eternal preservation of your own property.
Mr. Adams, you have an annoying talent for making such delightful words such as property seem quite distasteful. In heaven's name, what's wrong with property? Have you forgotten that most of us first came to these shores in order to secure rights to property? And that we hold those rights no less dear than the rights you speak of?
So safe, so fat, so comfortable in Pennsylvania.
And what is this independence of yours except the private grievance of Massachusetts? Why is it always Boston that breaks the king's peace? My dear Congress, you must not adopt this evil measure. It is the work of the devil. Leave it where it belongs. in New England.
Republicans in New England have been fighting the devil for over 100 years.
And as of right now, Brother Sherman, the devil has been winning hands down. Why, at this moment, he is sitting here in this Congress. Oh, don't let him deceive you. The proposal is entirely his doing.
Just a minute.
Oh, it may bear Virginia's name, but it reeks of Adams, Adams, and more Adams. Look at him, ready to lead this continent down the fiery path of total destruction.
Good God, why can't you acknowledge what already exists? It's been more than a year since Lexington and Concord. Damn it, we're at war right now.
You may be at war, Boston and John Adams, but you will never speak for Pennsylvania.
Nor for Delaware.
Mr. Reed, you represent only 1/3 of Delaware.
But the sensible third, Mr. Rodney.
Well, you little roach, I'll knock you down. Sit down, all three of you. Right there. Do something about these damn flies.
There, around.
Get the flies first.
Around. I've only got 2 hands.
My God, it's hot. Please, do go on, gentlemen. You're making the only breeze in Philadelphia.
Mr. Adams, perhaps you could clear something up for me. After we achieved independence, who do you propose would govern in South Carolina?
The people, of course.
Which people? The people of South Carolina or the people of Massachusetts?
Admit it, Nettie. You're against independence now, and you always will be.
You refuse to understand us, gentlemen. We desire independence for South Carolina. That is our country. And as such, we don't wish it to belong to anyone, not to New England, and not to you.
We intend to be one nation, Rutledge.
A nation of sovereign states united for our mutual protection, Mr. Adams, but separated for our individual pursuits. That is what we have to understand it to be. That is what we will support, as soon as everyone supports it.
There you are, Mr. Adams. You must see we need time to make certain who we are and where we stand with one another. For if we do not determine the nature of the beast before we set it free, it will end by consuming us all.
For once in your life, Wilson, take a chance. I say the time is now. It may never come again.
Your clock is fast, Mr. Adams. I say we're not yet ripe for independence.
Not right! Hell, we're right for the want of it!
Gentlemen, please, what is the infernal hurry? Why must this question be settled now?
What's wrong with now, Mr. Chase?
General Washington is in the field. If he loses, as it now appears, we'll be inviting the hangman. But if we win, we can actually declare anything we damn well please.
The sentiments of North Carolina precisely.
Has it occurred to either of you that an army needs something to fight for in order to win? A cause, a purpose, a flag of its own?
Mr. Adams, how can a nation of 2 million soldiers stand up to an empire of 10 million? Think of it, 10 million. How do we compensate for that shortage?
It's simple, Mr. Chase. Increase and multiply.
We will more than compensate. Spirit. I tell you, there is a spirit there among the people that is sadly lacking in this Congress.
Spirit! Yes, of course. Why didn't I think of that? No army, no navy, no arms, no ammunition, no treasury, no friends. But bless our soul spirit. Mr. Lee, Mr. Hopkins, Mr. Rodney, Colonel Keene, Dr. Franklin, why have you joined this incendiary little man, this Boston radical, this agitator, this demagogue, this madman?
Are you calling me a madman? You rebel!
Easy, John.
You Pennsylvania proprietors, you cool, considerate men, you stand to the rear of every issue so that if we were to go under, you'll still remain afloat.
Are you calling me a coward?
Yes. Coward.
Madman?
Landlord?
Lawyer?
No. No. I said he's out there. Inland. Inland. Closing in. Cutting off our air. There's no time. No air. Thomas!
Caesar! Caesar! Dr. Hall!
Colonel McKean,
Hi. It's the cancer.
he should go home.
Yes, a man should die in his own bed. John,
I'm here, Caesar.
I leave you with the boy to Delaware. Forgive me.
I'll take you home, Caesar. John, I'll be back within the week.
Mr. President, South Carolina calls the question.
What's that, Mr. Rutledge?
I said, Mr. President, South Carolina wishes to end this debate. It calls the question of independence.
Delaware second!
Gentlemen, please. The question has been called and seconded. Mr. Secretary, you will record the votes.
Franklin, do something. Think.
I am thinking, nothing's coming.
All those in favor of the resolution on independence as proposed by the colony of Virginia signify by saying
Mr. Secretary, would you read the resolution again? I'd forgotten it.
Resolved that these united colonies are and of a right ought to be free and independent.
Pardon me, I'm the Reverend Jonathan Witherspoon, new delegate from New Jersey. Dr. Franklin, I regret I must be the bearer of unhappy tidings, but your son, the Royal Governor of New Jersey, is taken prisoner and has been moved under guard to the College of Connecticut for safekeeping.
Is he unharmed, sir?
Well, last I heard, yes, he was.
Then why the long face? I hear Connecticut is an excellent location. Tell me, why did they arrest the little bastard?
New Jersey legislation has replaced the old delegation and replaced it with a new one.
Quickly, man, where do you stand on independence?
Haven't I made that clear already?
No.
I suppose I haven't. Well, that's the reason for the change. I've been instructed to vote for independence.
Mr. President, Massachusetts is now ready for that vote on independence and reminds the chair of its privilege to decide all votes that are deadlocked.
I won't forget, Mr. Adams. The chair would like to welcome the Reverend Witherspoon and appoint him congressional chaplain if he will accept the post.
With much pleasure, sir.
Very well, Mr. Thompson. You may now proceed with the vote on independence.
All in favor of the resolution on independence as proposed by the colony of Virginia signify by
Mr.
saying...
President, Pennsylvania moves that any vote in favor of independence must be unanimous.
What? I second the notion.
Oh my God. Mr. President?
No votes ever have to be unanimous, Dickinson, and you know that.
Yes, but this one must be.
On what ground?
That no colony be torn from its mother country without its own consent.
It will never be unanimous, damn it.
If you say so, Mr. Adams.
It has been moved and seconded that the vote on independence must be unanimous in order to carry. All those in favor signify by saying yea.
Yea.
6 colonies say yea. All those opposed signify by saying nay.
Nay.
6 colonies say nay.
Mr. Secretary, New York abstains.
Courteous.
Mr. Morris, why does New York constantly abstain? Why doesn't New York simply stay in New York? Very well, the vote is tied. The principles of independence have no greater advocate in this Congress than its president. And that is why I must join those who vote for unanimity.
Good God, what are you doing? You stop us!
Hear me out. Don't you see that any colony who opposes independence will be forced to fight on the side of England? That we'll be setting brother against brother? That our new nation will carry as its emblem the mark of Cain? No, I can see no other way. Either we walk together, or together we must stay where we are. Mr. Thompson, proceed.
A unanimous vote being necessary to carry, if any be opposed to the resolution on independence as proposed by the colony of Virginia, signify by saying...
Mr. President.
Oh, for heaven's sake! Let me get through it once!
Mr. President, I move for a postponement.
Postponement! Ha! I wish you the same luck I had with it.
Mr. Secretary? That's right, need a postponement.
On what grounds?
How can this Congress vote on independence without a written declaration of sorts, defining it?
What sort of declaration?
Oh, you know, listing the reason for the separation, our goals and our aims, and so on and so forth, etc., etc.
Ditto.
Ditto.
We know those, don't we?
Good God, yes, we know them. But what about the rest of the world? Surely we would require the aid of a powerful nation like France or Spain, and such a declaration would be consistent with European delicacy.
Come now, Mr. Adams, you'll have to do better than that. Interest rate. What would be its purpose?
Yes.
Well, to place before mankind the common sense of the subject, in terms so plain and firm as to command their assent.
Mr. Jefferson, are you seriously suggesting that we publish a paper declaring to all the world that an illegal rebellion is in fact a legal one?
Oh, Mr. Dickinson, I am surprised at you. You know very well that a rebellion is always legal in the first person, such as our rebellion. It's in the third person, their rebellion, that it is illegal. Mr. President, I second the motion to postpone the vote on independence for a period of time sufficient for the writing of a declaration.
It has been moved and seconded. Mr. Secretary?
All those in favor of the motion to postpone signify by saying yea.
Yay!
6 colonies say yea. Against?
Nay.
6 colonies say nay.
Mr. Secretary, New York abstains.
Courteously.
Mr. Morris, what in hell goes on in New York?
I'm sorry, Mr. President, but the truth of the matter is that our legislature has never sent us explicit instructions on anything.
Never? That's impossible.
Mr. President, have you ever been to a meeting of the New York legislature? They speak very loud and very fast, and no one listens to a word that anyone else says, and as a result, nothing ever gets done. I beg the Congress's pardon.
My sympathies, Mr. Morris. The vote again being tied, the chair decides in favor of the postponement. So ruled. A committee will be formed to manage the declaration. Said document to be written, debated, and approved by the beginning of July, some 3 weeks hence, at which time Virginia's resolution on independence will finally be voted. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Very well. Will the following gentlemen serve on the declaration committee? Dr. Franklin, Mr. John Adams, Mr. Sherman, Mr. Morris, and of course, Mr. Lee.
Oh, Mr. President, I must be returning to the sovereign country of Virginia, as I have been asked to serve as governor. Therefore, I must decline. Respectfully.
Very well, Mr. Lee, you're excused. I suppose we could leave it a four-man committee?
Just a moment, Mr. President. This business needs a Virginian, therefore I propose a replacement. Mr. Thomas Jefferson.
No, Mr. Adams, no!
Very well, Mr. Adams. Mr. Jefferson will serve.
I'm going home too! To my wife!
Move to adjourn.
No, wait! Second?
What? Seconded.
6 months since I've seen her! I have objections! Lots of objections!
Understands adjourned.
All right, gentlemen, let's get on with it. Which one of us will write our Declaration of Independence? Who will it be?
Mr. Adams, I say you should write it to your legal mind and brilliant sweetie
Is
first.
that so? Well, I'm the one to do it. They'll run their blueprints to it. I'm obnoxious and dislike. You know that, sir.
Yes, I know.
Then I say you should write it, Franklin. Yes, you.
Hell no.
Yes, you, Dr. Franklin. You.
Mr. Adams, but Mr. Adams, the things I write are only like extemporanea. I won't put politics on paper, it's a mania. So I refuse to use the pen in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania, refuse to use the pen.
Mr. Sherman, I say you should write it. You are never controversial as it's been.
That is true.
Whereas I'm the one to do it. They'll run their blueprint through it. I'm obnoxious and dislike. You know that, sir.
Yes, I do.
And I say you should write it, Roger. Yes, you.
Good heavens, no.
Yes, you, Brother Sherman.
Mr. Adams, but Mr. Adams, I cannot write with any style or proper. I don't know a preposition from a predicate. I am just a simple cobbler from Connecticut. A simple cobbler.
Mr. Morris, maybe you should write it. You have many friends in your diplomat.
Oh, that worked.
Whereas I'm the one to do it. They'll run their blueprints through it.
He's obnoxious and dislike. Did you know that?
I hadn't heard.
Then I say you should write it, Lewis. Yes, you.
Not me, Johnny.
Yes, you, Lewis Morris.
Mr. Adams, dear Mr. Adams, I've been presented with the news about the bookstore. So I am going home to celebrate and cross the court with all the Morrises together back in old New York.
New York, New York, Morris is going to overcome. Mr. Adams, leave me alone. Mr. Adams, I beg you, I've not seen my wife these past 6 months.
And we solemnly declare that we will preserve our liberties, being with one mind, resolved to die free men rather than to live slaves. Thomas Jefferson, on the necessity of taking up arms, 1775. Magnificent. You write 10 times better than any other man in Congress, including me. For a man of only degree, you have a happy talent for composition and a remarkable felicity of expression. Now then, sir, will you be a patriot?
Or a lover. A lover. But I burn, Mr. A.
I, Mr. J.
You?
You do?
John.
Mr. Jefferson, dear Mr. Jefferson, I'm only 41, I still have my virility. And I can rock through Cupid's grove with great agility. But like this morbid sexual combustibility, Now, you will write it, Mr. J.
Who will make me, Mr. A?
I.
You?
Yes.
How?
By physical force if necessary. It's It's your duty, damn it!
Mr. Adams! Damn you, Mr. Adams! You're obnoxious and dislike that cannot be denied. Once again you stand between me and my lovely bride.
Lovely bride.
Oh, Mr. Adams, you are driving me to homicide!
The choice is yours, Mr. Jefferson. Do as you like with it.
Darn the man! Damn the man.
Jefferson! Jefferson! Jefferson. Are you finished now? You've had a whole week. Is it done? Can I see it? There comes a time in the lives of men when it is necessary for the advancement of which that has been subordinated. This is terrible. Where is the rest of it? You mean to say it is not finished?
No, sir, I mean to say that it's not begun.
Good God. A whole week. The entire earth was created in a week.
Someday you must tell me how you did it.
Disgusting. Look at him, Franklin. Virginia's most famous lover.
Virginia abstains.
Cheer up, Jefferson. Get out of the dumps. It will turn out right. I promise you. Now, get back to work. Franklin, tell him to get back to work.
He's asleep.
Tell him to get back to work.
You, hello, and whose little girl are you? Who is she, John?
His wife. I hope.
Well, what do you think?
Because I sent for her.
You what?
It simply occurred to me that the sooner his problem was solved, that the sooner our problem was solved.
Good thinking, John, good thinking!
Oh. Madam, may we present ourselves? Adams, John Adams. Adams, John Adams. Oh, and Dr. Franklin, inventor of the stove. Jefferson, would you kindly present me to your wife? She is your wife, isn't she?
Of course she is, John. Look how they fit. Come along, John. Come along.
Come along where? There is work to be done.
Obviously.
You mean that they're going to... in the middle of the afternoon?
Not yet, but
I hear that the turkey is fresh at the bunch of grapes.
I have a rendezvous, John. I'd ask you along, but talking makes her nervous.
Incredible. Oh, Abigail. Very lonely, Abigail.
Why, John? As long as you were sending for wires, why didn't you send for your own?
Don't be unreasonable, Abigail.
Oh, now I'm unreasonable. You must add that to your list.
This.
The catalog of my clothes you included in your last letter.
They were fondly intended, madam.
Did I play at cards badly?
A compliment.
That my posture is crooked?
An endearment.
That I read, write, and think too much?
An irony.
That I'm pigeon-toed?
Ah, well, there you have me, Abigail. I'm afraid you are pigeon-toed. Come to Philadelphia, Abigail. Please, come.
Thank you, John. You know I want to, but it's not possible now. The children all have the measles.
Yes, so you wrote Tom and little Abby.
Only now it's Quincy and Charles. And it appears the farm here in Braintree is failing, Tom. The chickens and the geese have all died. The apples never survived the late frost. How do you suppose she managed to get away?
Winters are softer in Virginia.
And their women, John?
Fit for Virginians, madam, but pale, puny things beside New England.
I thank you for that.
How goes it with you, Abigail?
Not well, John. Not at all well. I live like a nun in a cloister, solitary silent. I hate it, and you don't.
I live like a monk in an abbey. Ditto, I hate.
Write to me with sentimental effusion. Let me revel in romantic illusion.
Do you still smell vanilla and spring air? And is my favorite lover's pillow silver and
Come soon as you come to my cloister. I will not in the feel of your
and we shall walk into this room together and the promise
Sorry to be late, John. I've been up till all hours. Have you been here long?
Oh, not long.
And what are you doing here? I thought you'd be cracking the whip.
The shutters are still closed.
My word, so they are. Well, as the French say.
Oh, Franklin, spare me your faulty mind first thing in the morning. Dare we call?
A congressman dares anything. Go ahead.
Me?
Your voice is more piercing.
Perhaps we better come back later.
What?
I mean, it's positively indecent.
Oh, John, they're young and in love.
Not them, Franklin. Us. Standing here, waiting for them to... I mean, what would people think?
Oh, don't worry about it, John. The history books will clean it up.
No, I'm not worried, Franklin, because I won't be in the history books. Only you. Franklin did this, Franklin did that, Franklin did some sort of other damn thing. Franklin smoked the ground and up sprang George Washington, fully groaning on his horse. Franklin then electrified them with his lightning rod, and the three of them, Franklin, Washington, and the horse, conducted the entire revolution all by themselves.
I like it. Look at her, just look at her.
I am.
Even more magnificent than I remembered. Then again, we didn't see much of her front last night. Good morrow, madam.
Good morrow.
Isn't a habit in Philadelphia for strangers to start at ladies from the street?
Oh, not at all, madam. But
And for men of your age, it's not only unseemly, it's unsightly.
Excuse me, madam, but we met last evening.
I spoke to no one last evening.
well, indeed you did not, but we did present ourselves. This is Mr. John Adams, and I am Dr. Franklin.
Oh, I knew your names very well, but you say you presented yourself.
No, it is of no matter. Your mind was, well, taken elsewhere.
Oh, well, my husband is not up yet.
Well, shall we start again? Please join us.
Why, yes, of course.
No wonder the man couldn't write. What do you think of independence married to her?
I beg you to forgive me. It is indeed an honor meeting two of the greatest men in America.
Well, certainly the greatest within earshot.
Oh, I am no idle flatterer, Dr. Franklin. My husband admires you both greatly.
Well, then we are doubly flattered, as we admire very much that which your husband admires.
Did you sleep well, madam? Did you lie comfortably? Damn it, you know what I mean.
Yes, well, we know. So tell us about yourself, madam. We've been given precious little information. What is your first name?
Martha?
Martha. You could have at least told us that much. I'm afraid your husband does not say very much.
He is the most silent man in Congress. I barely heard him utter 3 sentences together.
Not everyone is a talker, John.
It's true, you know. Tom is not a talker. Oh, he never speaks his passions. He never speaks his views. Whereas other men speak volumes. The man I love is mute. In truth, I can't recall being moved with words at all. Even though.
Go on.
How did you win Martha? How does he hold on to a fountain such as you?
Well, as you know, Tom is a man of many accomplishments. Author, lawyer, farmer, architect, statesman, and still one more I hesitate to mention.
Do not hesitate, madam. Do not hesitate.
Yes, what else could that red-headed tombstone do?
He plays a violin. He tucks it right under his chin. And he blows, oh, he blows. For he knows, yes, he knows, that it's high, high, high fiddle. My heart, Tom is fiddle, our strings are unstrung.
Dear Mr. Adams, I am taking my wife back to bed. Kindly go away. Your obedient Chi Jefferson.
Perhaps I should have written the Declaration after all. At my age, there is little doubt that the pen is mightier than the sword. For it's high, 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 diddle, diddle. And God bless the man who can fiddle.
And independency. High, 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 high. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Through eternity. We praise the high.
And what follows is a complete and up-to-date list of the committees of this Congress now sitting, about to sit, or just having sat. A committee formed to investigate a complaint made against the quality of yeast manufactured at Mr. Henry Pendleton's mill, designated as the Yeast Committee. A committee formed to consider the most effective method of dealing with spies, designated as the Spies Committee. A committee formed to think, perhaps to do, but in any case to gather, to meet, to confer, to talk, and perhaps even to resolve that each rifle regiment be allowed at least one drum and one fife attached to each company, designated as the Drum and Fife Committee. A committee formed to...
Just look at it, Doctor. Democracy. What Plato called a charming form of government filled with variety and disorder. I never knew Plato been to Philadelphia.
McNair! Open that damn window.
Ben, I want to show you some cards I went and had printed up. I want to save everybody here a whole lot of time and effort considering the epidemic of bad disposition that's going around here lately. They say, dear sir, you are without a doubt a rogue, a rascal, a villain, a thief, a scoundrel, and a mean, dirty, stinking, fiddler, stinking, good pocket picking, thrice double damn, no good son of a bitch. And then you sign your name. What do you think?
Stephen, I'll take a dozen right now.
A committee formed to answer all congressional correspondence, designated as the Congressional Correspondence Committee.
Franklin, enough socializing. There is work to be done.
Good morning, John.
What? Oh, good morning. Good morning. Now then, let's get to it.
Let's get to what?
Unanimity, of course. Look at that board. 6 nays to win over in little more than a week.
A committee formed to consider the problem of counterfeit money, designated as the Counterfeit Money Committee.
All right, where do we start?
Nowhere. It's a sad thing to find her on the wrong side after all of this time. Any news on Robin?
Eugene is back.
Robert!
A committee formed to study the causes of our military defeat in Canada, designated as the Military Defeat Committee.
How did you leave Caesar? Is he still alive?
Aye, but the journey to Dauphin was fearful hard on him. He never complained, but I could see that the poor man was suffering.
But you got him safely home.
I did, but I doubt he'll ever set foot out of it again.
Leaves you and Reed split down the middle. Will he come over?
I don't know. He's a stubborn little slut.
Then one bucket. Keep at him until you wear him down.
Face facts, John. If greed were the only one standing in the way, it wouldn't be so bad. But look for yourself, man. Maryland, Pennsylvania, the entire South. It's impossible.
It's impossible if you all stand around here complaining about it. Now, to work, McKean, one foot in front of the other.
I believe I put it a better way. Never put off until tomorrow.
No, shut up, Franklin.
What good will it do, John? You know Dickinson. They'll never give in. And you haven't heard the lesson roughened yet either.
Never mind them. Your job is George Reed. Talk to death if you have to, but bring us back Delaware.
This'll break the tie.
All right, who's next?
A committee formed to keep secret, designated as the Secret Committee.
Pennsylvania and Maryland. I suggest you get your own house in order while I take a crack at old bacon face over there. Look at him stuff himself. Ah, Chase! How about it, Chase? When are you coming to your senses?
Please, Mr. Adams, not on eating.
Mr. Wilson, it's time to assert yourself. When you were a judge, how the hell did you ever make a decision?
Decisions I made were based on legality and precedence. But here there is no legality and certainly no precedence.
Because it's a new idea, you clot! We set our own precedent!
No, Mr. McKean, no! Better realize, Reed, you came into this world screaming no, and you're determined to let
Come on, Chase. Congress is waiting on you. America is waiting. The entire world is... Wait. Is that kidney pie?
Leave me alone, Mr. Adams. You're wasting your time.
If I thought we could win this war, I'd be at the front of your ranks. But you must know it is completely impossible. You've heard General Washington's dispatches. His army has fallen completely apart.
Washington is exaggerating the situation in order to arouse this torpid Congress into action. Why, as chairman of the War Committee, I can tell you for a fact that the army has never been in better shape. Never have troops been more cheerful. Never have soldiers been more resolute. Never have spirit and training and discipline been more spirited. And never... Oh, good God. Now...
May we have your ears, gentlemen. Mr. Thompson has a dispatch.
From the Commander, Army of the United Colonies, in New York, dispatch number 1157. To the Honorable Congress, John Hancock, President. Dear Sir, it is with the utmost despair that I must report to you the confusion and disorder that reign in every department. The Continental soldier is as nothing ever seen in this or any other century. He is a misfit, ignorant of hygiene, destructive, disorderly, and totally disrespectful of rank. Only this last is understandable, as there is an incredible reek of stupidity amongst the officers. The situation is most desperate at the New Jersey training ground in New Brunswick, where every able-bodied whore in the colonies has assembled. There are constant reports of drunkenness, desertion, foul language, naked bathing in the Raritan River, and an epidemic of the French disease. I have declared the town off limits to all military personnel, with the exception of officers. I beseech the Congress to dispatch the War Committee to this place in the hope of restoring some of the order and discipline we need to survive. Your obedient, G. Washington.
That man could oppress a hyena.
Well, Mr. Adams, you're chairman of the War Committee. Do you feel up to whoring, drinking, deserting, and New Brunswick?
There must be some mistake. I New Brunswick?
You must tell her to keep up the good work. Come, Mr. Adams. You must see that it is hopeless. Let us recall General Washington and disband the Continental Army before we are overwhelmed.
Oh yes, the English would like that, wouldn't they?
Why not ask them yourselves? They ought to be here any minute.
Mr. Adams, when they hang you, make sure you put in a good word for the rest of us.
Face facts, Mr. Adams. A handful of drunken, disorderly recruits against the entire British Army, the finest musket men on earth. How can we win? How can we even hope to survive?
Answer me straight, Chase. If you thought that we could beat the Redcoats, would Maryland say yay to independence?
Well, I suppose.
No supposing, Chase. Would you? Or wouldn't you?
Very well, Mr. Adams. Yes, we would.
Then come with me to New Brunswick and see for yourself.
Good. Oh, you mind?
You heard what Washington said. It's a shambles up there.
Pushing you into it, Johnny.
What do you say, Chase?
Go ahead, Sam. Sounds as lively as hell up there. Very well. Maybe it'll be Mr. John Adams who comes to his senses.
Mr. President, the War Committee will heed General Washington's request. A party consisting of myself, Mr. Chase, and Dr. Franklin will leave immediately.
Is that satisfactory with you, Dr. Franklin?
Wake up, Franklin. We're going to New Brunswick.
Like hell I am. What for?
I'm drinking in the horn.
Come on, Chase. Move all of that lard. We've no time to lose. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right.
Mr. McNair, all this talk of independence has left a certain foulness in the air. My friends and I would appreciate it if you could open some windows.
And what about the flies?
The windows, Mr. McNair?
Close the windows. Open the windows. Sweet Jesus.
Oh, say, do you see what I see? Congress sitting here in sweet serenity. I could cheer the reasons clear for the first time in a year. Adams isn't here. And look, the sun is in the sky. The breeze is blowing by. And there's not a single fly. I sing Hosanna, Hosanna.
mercenaries on Staten Island, and that the fleet, under the command of his brother, Admiral Lord Howe, controls not only the Hudson and East Rivers, but New York Harbor, which now looks like all of London afloat. I can no longer in good conscience withhold from the Congress my certainty that the British military object at this time is Philadelphia. Happy should I be if I could see the means of preventing them, but at present I confess I do not. Oh, how I wish I had never seen the Continental Army. I would have done better to retire to the back country and live in a wigwam. Your obedient, G. Washington.
Washington.
We do actually.
We never ever go off half-cocked.
Why begin?
So we know that we can win. And if we cannot win, why bother to begin?
Say this game's not of our choosing. Why should we risk losing?
Mr. Hancock, you're a man of property, one of us. Why don't you join us in our minuets? Why do persistent dancing with John Adams? Good Lord, sir, you don't even like him.
That is true. He annoys me quite a lot, but still I'd rather trot to Mr. Adams do good lot.
Why? For personal glory? For place in history? Careful, sir, history will brand him and his followers as traitors.
Traitors to what, Mr. Dickinson? The British crown or the British half-crown? Fortunately, there are not enough men of property in America to dictate policy.
Perhaps not, but don't forget that most men with nothing would rather protect the possibility of becoming rich than face the reality of being poor. And that is why they will follow us
To the right, never to the right, never to the left, forever to the right.
where there's gold, while marking down the hole, tradition that is old.
Are you want to see old?
I sing Hosanna, Hosanna, in a sane and lucid manner.
We are old, well old, conservative men, whose life may never be seen again. With our land, passion hand, self-command, future plan, and we'll hold to our gold, tradition that is old, our beloved city bold. We say this game's not of our choosing. Why should we risk losing? We're
I don't know why. All I did was did a flick. Hold on.
and we'll hold to our gold.
want another rum, General?
General? Lord, I ain't even a corporal.
What's the army know? The chair rolls, it's too damn hot to work. Have a seat, laddie. So, what's it like out there?
You probably know more than me.
Oh, sitting here? This is the last place you find out anything. Well, they're good ones for sending others off to get killed, but you don't see them going, do you?
Hey, who sits here?
Caesar Rodney in Delaware. Where are you from, Jeff?
Watertown.
Where's that?
Massachusetts.
Ah, well then. You're only down here. Be careful. There's something about that seat that makes a man awful noisy. You see any fighting, General?
Sure did. I seen my two best friends get shot dead on the very same day. Right on the village green it was, too. And when they didn't come home for supper, their mamas went out looking for them. Miss Lowell, she found Timothy right off. But Miss Pickett, she looked near half the night for Willem. He'd gone and crawled off the green before he died. Mama, hey mama, come look for me. I'm here in a meadow by the red maple tree. Mama, hey mama, look sharp, here I lead. Hey, hey, mama, look sharp. Them soldiers, they fired, oh my, did we run, but then we turned round and back begun. When I went under, oh my, am I done? Hey, hey, mama, look sharp. My eyes are wide open, my face to the sky. Is that right hearing in the tones? You're mine, mama, come find me before I die. Hey, hey, mama, look sharp. Close your eyes, my Billy, them eyes that cannot see, and don't bury on my Billy, beneath a maple tree. And never again will you whisper to me. Hey, hey, oh mama, look sharp.
Secretary will now read the report of the Declaration Committee. Mr. Thompson.
A declaration by the representatives of the United States of America in General Congress assembled. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them. A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights.
Jefferson! Jefferson! We're back! And we've got Maryland. That is, we will, once Chase gets through telling the Maryland Assembly what we saw in New Brunswick.
He's in Annapolis right now describing a ragtag collection of provincial militiamen who couldn't train together, drill together, or march together. But when a flock of ducks flew by and they saw their first meal in 3 full days, sweet Jesus, could they shoot together? It was a slaughter!
They're reading the Declaration.
What? How far have they gotten?
To render the military independent of and superior to the civil power.
Independent of and superior to...
There is nothing to fear. It's a masterpiece. I am to be congratulated.
You?
For making him write it.
Ah, yes, of course.
It's a masterpiece, I say. They will cheer every word, every letter.
I wish I felt that way. I believe I can put it better. Now then, as friend, our Declaration Committee, for I see immortality in Philadelphia City. A farmer, a lawyer, and a sage, a bit down me in the leg. You know, it's quite bizarre to think that here we are playing midwives to an egg.
Egg? What egg?
America, the birth of a new nation.
If only we could be sure of what kind of a bird it's going to be.
Tom has a point. What sort of bird should we choose as the symbol of our new America?
The eagle.
The dove.
The turkey.
The eagle.
The dove.
The eagle. The eagle.
The turkey.
The eagle is a majestic bird.
The eagle is a scavenger, a thief, and a coward, and a symbol of more than 10 centuries of European mischief.
And the turkey?
A truly noble bird, native of America, source of sustenance to our settlers, and an incredibly brave fellow who would not hesitate in attacking an entire regiment of English single-handedly. Therefore, the national bird of America shall be
the eagle.
The eagle.
They're waiting for the chirp, chirp, of an eaglet being born. Waiting for the chirp, 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 on this humid Monday morning in this congressional incubator.
God knows the temperature is hot enough to catch a stone, let alone an egg.
We're waiting for the scratch, scratch, scratch of that tiny little fellow. Waiting for the egg to hatch on this humid Monday morning in this congressional incubator. God knows the temperature is hot enough to hatch a stone.
But will it hatch an egg?
I tell you, this declaration will be a triumph. A triumph, if I am sure of anything, I am sure of that, a triumph. And if it is not, we still have 4 days left or so to think of something else. The eagle's going to crack the shell of the egg that England laid. Yes, so we can tell on this humid Monday morning in this congressional incubator.
And just as Tom here is written, though the shell may belong to Great Britain, the eagle inside belongs to us.
And just as Tom here is written,
which independent states may have right to do. And for the support of this declaration, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor.
Very well. Thank you, Mr. Thompson. The Congress has heard the report of the Declaration Committee. Are there any who wish to offer amendments, deletions, or alterations to the declaration? Gentlemen, please, McNair, you better open up a window. Colonel McKean, I saw your hand first.
Thank you, Mr. President. Tom, it's a bonny paper you've written there. But somewhere in it you mentioned Scottish and other mercenaries. How to get destroyers? Scottish, Tom?
It is in reference to a Highland regiment that stood against us in Boston.
Ah, must have been Germans, dressed in kilts, back in the Scottish. I asked that the word be removed to avoid giving offense to a good people.
Mr. Jefferson?
Reverend Witherspoon.
Mr. Jefferson, nowhere do you mention the Supreme Being. Surely an oversight on your part, for how can we expect to achieve victory without his help? Therefore, I most humbly suggest the following addition to your last sentence, with a firm alliance on the protection of divine providence.
Mr. Reed.
Among your charges against the king, Mr. Jefferson, you claim he's deprived us of benefits as a trial by jury. This is untrue, sir. In Delaware, we've always had trial by jury.
In Massachusetts, we have not.
Oh, then I suggest these words, in many cases, be added.
Mr. Jefferson?
In many cases. Brilliant! I suppose every time you hear those three little words, your puny chest will swell with pride at your great historical contribution. It's more memorable than your unprincipled whitewash race of
Colonel McKean! That's enough!
Sit down.
Mr. Hopkins.
I have no objections, Johnny. I'm just trying to get a drink.
You should have known. McNair, get him a rum. Mr. Bartlett.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Jefferson, I beg you to remember that we still have friends in England. I see no purpose in antagonizing them with such phrases as unfeeling brethren and enemies in war. Our quarrel is with the British King, not the British people.
Be sensible, Bartlett. Remove those phrases and the entire paragraph becomes meaningless. And it just so happens to be one of the most poetic and stirring passages of the entire document.
We are a Congress, Mr. Adams, not a literary society. I ask that the entire paragraph be stricken.
Mr. Jefferson?
God, Jefferson, do you ever intend on speaking up for your own work?
I had hoped that the work would speak for itself.
Mr. Hancock.
What is it, Mr. McNair?
I can't say as I'm fond of the name, the United States of America, as a name for a new country.
I don't care what you're fond of, Mr. McNair. You're not a member of this Congress. Mr. Sherman.
Brother Jefferson, I noted at least 2 direct and distinct references to the British Parliament in your declaration. Do you think it wise to alienate an august body such as that, in light of our contention that they never had any direct authority over us anyway?
This is a revolution, damn it. We're going to have to offend somebody.
Let's be not careful.
Have you heard what they're doing to Franklin? Have you heard?
Yes, John, I've heard.
And these are our friends. Can you imagine what our enemies will do?
The word Parliament will be removed wherever it occurs.
They will not be satisfied until they remove one of the F's from Jefferson's name.
Courage, John. It won't last much longer.
Mr. Dickinson?
Mr. Jefferson, I have very little interest in your paper, as there is no doubt in my mind that we have all but heard the last of it. However, this about? Why do you refer to King George as a tyrant?
Because he is a tyrant.
I remind you that this tyrant is still your king.
When a king becomes a tyrant, he thereby breaks the contract binding his subjects to him.
How so?
By depriving them of their rights.
Rights that came from him in the first place.
All except one. The right to be free comes from nature.
Mr. Wilson, do we in Pennsylvania consider King George to be a tyrant?
Well, I don't know. I mean, no, sir. We do not consider him a tyrant in Pennsylvania.
Oh, there you have it, Mr. Jefferson. Your declaration does not speak for us all. I demand the word tyrant be removed.
No, just a second, Mr. Thompson. I do not consent. The king is a tyrant whether we say so or not. We might as well say so.
What? I already scratched it out.
Then scratch it back in!
Put it back, Mr. Thompson. The king will remain a tyrant. Mr. Hughes.
Mr. Jefferson, nowhere do you mention deep-sea fishing rights.
Good God! Fishing rights! How much longer must this piddling go on? We have been sitting here for 3 full days. We have endorsed my count 85 separate changes in the removal of close to 400 words. Would you whip it and beat it until you break its spirit? Tell you, this document is the masterful expression of the American mind.
If there are no more changes that I can
Just a moment, Mr. President.
Look out.
I wonder if we could prevail upon Mr. Thompson to read a small portion of Mr. Jefferson's declaration. The one beginning, he has waged cruel war.
Mr. Thompson?
He has affected, he has combined, he has abdicated, he has plundered, he has constrained, he has excited, he has incited, he has waged cruel war. Ah, here it is. He has waged cruel war against human nature itself, in the persons of a distant people who never offended him, captivating and carrying them into slavery in another hemisphere. Determined to keep open a market where men should be bought and sold, he has prostitutes.
That should suffice, Mr. Thompson. I thank you. Mr. Jefferson, I can't quite make out what it is you're talking about.
Slavery, Mr. Rutledge.
Ah, yes. You refer to us as being slaves to the king.
No, sir. I'm referring to our slaves. Black slaves.
Black slaves. Well, why didn't you say so, sir? Were you trying to hide your meaning?
No, sir.
Just another literary license, then.
If you like.
I don't like it one bit, sir. You see, to us in South Carolina, black slavery is our peculiar institution and a cherished way of life.
Nevertheless, we must abolish it. Nothing is more surely written in the Book of Fates than that this people must be free.
I am not concerned about the good book of fate right now, sir. I am more concerned about what's written on that piece of paper there.
That piece of paper deals with freedom for Americans.
Oh, really? Mr. Adams is now calling all black slaves Americans. Are they now?
They're people, and they're here. If there is any other requirement, I have not heard of it.
Yes, they're here. But they're not people. They're property.
They are people being treated as property. The rights of human nature are deeply wounded by this infamous practice.
Then see to your own wounds, Mr. Jefferson, for you are a practitioner, are you not?
I have already resolved to free my slaves.
Then I am sorry, for you have also resolved the ruination of your own personal economy.
Economy. Always economy. There's more to this than a filthy purse string, Rutledge. It's a defense to man, God.
It's a stinking business, Mr. Rutledge. A stinking business.
Is it really, Mr. Hopkins? Then what's that I smell floating down from the north? Could it be the aroma of hypocrisy? For who actions of those filthy purse strings, Mr. Adams. Our northern brethren are feeling a bit tender towards our slaves. They don't keep them, oh no, but they're willing to be considerable carriers of them to others. They are willing for the shilling. Or, haven't you heard, Mr. Adams? Clink, clink. Thus is to rum to slaves. Oh, the beautiful waltz. You dance with us, we dance with you. In molasses and rum and slaves. So the ships out of Boston, laden with Bibles and rum. Who drinks a toast to the Ivory Coast? Hell, Africa, the slavers have come. New England with Bibles and rum. Then it's off with the rum and the Bibles. Take on the slaves, clink, clink. Then hail and farewell to the smell of the African coast. Molasses to rum and slaves. Since money 'tis money and slaves. Shall we dance to the sound of the profitable pound in molasses and rum and slaves? Who sells the ships at a guinea, laden with Bibles and slaves? Tis the Boston ghost to the West Indies coast. Jamaica with rum, what you crave. Antigua, Barbados, we bring Bibles and slaves. Gentlemen, you mustn't think that our northern friends merely see our slaves as figures on the ledger. Oh no, they see them as figures on the block. Notice the faces at the auctions, gentlemen. White faces on the African wharves. Put them in the ships! Cram them in the ships! Stuff them in the ships! Hurry, gentlemen! Let the auction begin! Gentlemen, do you hear? That's the cry of the auctioneer! Makunda! Slaves! Black gold! Living gold! Gold from Angola! Guinea! 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 Blackbirds for sale! Ashanti! Heba! 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 Blackbirds for sale! Handle them! Fondle them! But don't finger them! They're prime! Oh, they're prime! No,
For the love of God, Mr. Rutledge!
Lasses to rum to slaves. Who sells the ships back to Boston, laden with gold? See it gleam. Whose fortunes are made on a triangle trade? Hail slavery! The New England dream.
Mr. Adams, I give you a toast. Hail Boston! Hail Charleston! Who stinketh the most?
Dr. Hall.
Don't worry, they'll be back.
Aye, the focus down.
It's done. Adams, Franklin, I've done it, and the whole Maryland Assembly's approved it. I told them about one of the greatest military engagements in history against a flock of... Wrong.
You'll have to forgive them, Mr. Chase. They just suffered a slight setback. And after all, what is a man profited if he shall gain Maryland and lose the entire South? Matthew chapter 16, verse 26.
Prepare!
I know, the noise.
No. A rum.
That's what you all sitting around here for. Wasting time. Precious time. Thomas, I need you to ride back to Delaware and fetch Caesar Rodney.
John, that is crazy. That's an 80-mile trip on horseback when he's a dying man.
No, he's a patriot.
John, what good will it do? The South still us in.
Suppose they change their minds. Can we get Delaware back without Rodney?
God, what a bastardly bunch we are.
Stephen.
I'm going to the tavern, Johnny. If there's anything I can do for you there, let me know.
Chase. What?
What's the use, John? The vote is tomorrow morning.
There's less than a full day left.
Roger.
Face facts, John. It's finished.
I'm sorry, John.
We have no other choice, John. The slavery clause has to go.
What are you trying to say, Franklin?
It's a luxury we cannot afford.
A luxury. A million souls in chains, and Dr. Franklin calls it a luxury? Perhaps you should have walked out with the rest of the South.
You forget yourself, sir. I founded the first anti-slavery society on this continent.
Don't wave your credentials at me, Franklin. Perhaps it's time you renewed them.
The issue here is independence. Maybe you have lost sight of that fact, but I have not. How dare you jeopardize our cause after we've come so far? These men, no matter how much we disagree with them, are not ribbon clerks to be ordered about. They are proud, accomplished men, the creams of their colony. And whether you like it or not, they and the people they represent will be part of this new country that you had hoped to create. So either start learning how to live with them, or pack up and go home. In any event, stop acting like a Boston fishwife.
Good God. What has become of me? John Adams, the John Adams, the wise man of the East. What have I come to? My law practice down the pike. My farm mortgage to a hilt. At a time where other men prosper, I'm reduced to living here in Philadelphia. Philadelphia! Oh. Abigail, what do I do?
Do, John?
I need your help.
You don't usually ask my advice.
Yes, well, there does not appear to be anybody else right now.
Very well, John. What is it?
The entire South has walked out of this Congress. Washington is on the verge of complete annihilation. The cause for which I have labored for these several years will amount to nothing. But it seems well, that I'm obnoxious and disliked.
Nonsense, John.
That I am unwilling to face reality.
Foolishness, John.
That I am pig-headed.
Oh, well, there you have me, John. I'm afraid you are pig-headed.
Has it been any kind of a life for you, Abby? God knows I have not given you much.
I can never ask for more. After all, I am Mrs. John Adams. That's quite a lot for one lifetime.
Here's the Abby.
Well, think of it, John. To be married to the man who's always the first in line to be hanged.
Ah, yes, the agitator. But why, Abigail? You must tell me what it is. I've always been dissatisfied, I know. But lately I find that I reek of discontentment. It fills my throat and floods my brain, and sometimes I fear there is no longer a dream, but only the discontentment.
Oh, John, and you really know so little about yourself. And can you think so little of me that you believe I married the man you describe? Have you forgotten what you used to say to me? I haven't. Commitment. Commitment, Abby. There are only two creatures of value on the face of this earth. Those with a commitment, and those who require the commitment of others. Do you remember, John?
I remember.
Mr. Adams, there's been a large delivery for you.
Just a moment, there. What are they? What is it now? Who said that?
Compliments of a corn lady's coffee club, and the sisterhood of the Toronto synagogue, and the Friday evening Baptist sewing circle, and the holy Christian sisters of St. Clair, all for you.
Just a moment, Abigail. What is in those bundles? Now, go out into Philadelphia and fetch every damned pin you can find.
What sort of pin?
I don't know, whatever ladies use for their sewing. And bring those bundles into the armory, quickly. Franklin Jefferson, what are you sitting around here for?
John, didn't you hear a word I said before?
Never mind that. Now, here's what you have to do.
John, I'm not even speaking to you right now.
It is too late for that. There's work to be done. Time's running out. You're done. Get out of your chair. Tomorrow is here. Too late to despair. Jefferson. To but before, if it takes all night for me. Talk and talk. Your hopes of the aristocrats are nothing. To listen to anybody, to listen to you. Franklin, time's running out.
I know, get out of my chair. Do I have to talk to Wilson?
Yes, you do. If it takes all night, talk and talk and talk. Get him away from Dickinson. That is the only way to do it.
I'm still from Massachusetts, John. You know where I stand. I'll do whatever you say.
No. You are the president of this Congress. You're a fair man, Hancock. See it that way. out of curiosity, do you stand with Mr. Dickinson, or do you stand with me?
I stand with the general. Lately, I've had the oddest feeling that he's been writing to me. I have been in expectation of receiving a reply on the subject of my last 15 dispatches. Is anybody there? Does anybody care? Is anybody there? Your humble and obedient.
Are you hungry, John?
No, I think I've seen.
Good night, then.
Is anybody there? Does anybody care? Does anybody see what I say?
They want me to quit. They say, John, give up the fights. Still, England, I say, good night, forever good nights. For I have run the road hard. Let the British break the burn behind me hard. What's they come, what's they come next? The croakers all say we rule the day. Now we have to pay the finery purgatory. Through all the blue, I can see the rays of ravishing light and glory. Is anybody there? Does anybody care? Does anybody see what I see? I see fireworks. I hear pageant, the pomp and parade. I hear the bells ringing out. I hear the cannons roar. I see Americans, all Americans, brave forevermore. Now quiet the chamber is. Silent the chamber is. Is anybody there? Does anybody care? Does anybody see what I see?
Yes, Mr. Adams. I do.
Oh, sorry, Dr. White. Did I know
I'm sorry
anybody?
I startled you, but I couldn't sleep. In trying to resolve my own dilemma, I remembered something that I'd once read. That a representative owes the people not only his industry, but also his judgment, and that he betrays them if he sacrifices it to their opinion. That was written by Edmund Burke, a member of the British Parliament.
Virginia's resolution on independence. Thank you for coming, Caesar, and God bless you, sir. Call the roll, Mr. Thompson. And I'd remind you, gentlemen, that a single nay vote will defeat the motion. Mr. Thompson?
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire says yay.
New Hampshire says yay. Massachusetts.
Massachusetts says yay.
Massachusetts says yay. Rhode Island.
Rhode Island says yay.
Rhode Island says yay. Connecticut.
Connecticut says yay.
Connecticut says yay. New York.
Mr. Secretary, New York abstains. Courteously.
New York abstains.
Courteously.
New Jersey.
New Jersey says yay.
New Jersey says yay. Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania.
Mr. Secretary, Pennsylvania is not yet ready. Come back to us later.
Pennsylvania passes. Delaware.
Delaware, by majority vote.
Aye.
Delaware says yay.
Well done.
Maryland.
Maryland says yay.
Maryland says yay. Virginia.
Virginia says yay.
Virginia says yay. North Carolina.
North Carolina yields to South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Well, Mr. Adams.
Well, Mr. Rutledge.
Mr. Adams, you must believe that I will do what I promised to do.
What do you want, Rutledge?
Remove the offending passage from your declaration there.
If we did that, we would be guilty of what we ourselves are rebelling against.
Nevertheless, remove it all. South Carolina will bury now and forever your dream of independence.
John, I beg you to consider what you are doing.
Mark my words, Franklin. If we give in to this issue, posterity will never forgive us.
That's probably true, but we won't hear a thing. We'll be long gone. And besides, what will posterity think we were? Demigods? We're men, no more, no less, trying to get a nation started under greater odds than a more generous God would allow. First things first, John. Independence. America. For if we don't secure those, what difference will the rest make?
Jefferson, say something.
What else is there to do?
You're the one who wrote it.
I wrote all of it.
There. There it is. Here's your slavery, and what little good may it do you. Now, God damn you!
Mr. President, the fair colony of South Carolina says yay.
South Carolina says yay.
North Carolina says yay.
North Carolina says yay. Georgia.
Georgia says yay.
Georgia says yay. Pennsylvania, second call.
Mr. President, Pennsylvania regrets all the inconvenience that such distinguished men such as Adams, Franklin, and Jefferson were put through just now. They might have kept their document intact for all the good it will do them. Mr. President, Pennsylvania votes no.
Just a moment. I request that the delegation be polled.
Dr. Franklin, don't be absurd.
A poll, Mr. President, is a proper request.
Yes, it is. Poll the delegation, Mr. Thompson.
Dr. Benjamin Franklin.
Yay.
Mr. John Dickinson.
Nay.
Mr. James Wilson. Judge Wilson.
There it is, Mr. Wilson. It's all up to you now. The entire question of American independence rests squarely on your shoulders. An entirely new nation, Mr. Wilson. Ready to be born or to die at birth, all on your say-so. So which will it be, Mr. Wilson? Every mapmaker in the world is waiting for your decision.
Come now, James. Don't let Dr. Franklin create one of his confusions. The question is clear.
Most questions are clear when someone else has to decide them.
It would be a pity for a man who has passed down so many wise decisions from the bench to be remembered only for the one unwise decision he made in Congress.
Come now, James. The secretary has called for your vote. Nothing has changed.
Please, please, John. I know what you want me to do, but Mr. Adams is right about one thing. I'll be the one who remembered for it.
What do you mean?
I'm not like you, John. I'm not like most of these men here. I don't want to be remembered. I just don't want the responsibility.
Yes, well, whether you want it or not, there's no way of avoiding it.
But perhaps there is. If I vote with them, I'll just be one among dozens. No one will ever remember the name of James Wilson. But if I vote with you, I'll be the man who prevented American independence. I'm sorry, John. I just did not bargain for that.
And is this how new nations are formed? By a non-entity trying to preserve the anonymity he so richly deserves?
Revolutions come into this world like bastard children, Mr. Dickinson. Half compromised, half improvised. Our side has provided the compromise, and our Judge Wilson is providing the rest.
James.
I'm sorry, John. My vote is yea.
Pennsylvania says yay. The count being 12-0 with one abstention, the resolution on independence is adopted.
It's done. It's done.
Mr. Thompson, is the declaration ready to be signed?
It is.
Then I suggest we do so. And the chair further proposes for our mutual security and protection that no man be allowed to sit in this Congress without attaching his name to it.
I'm sorry, Mr. President. I cannot sign such a document. I will never stop hoping for our eventual reconciliation with England. But because in my own way I regard America no less than does Mr. Adams, I shall join the army and fight in her defense, even though I believe that fight to be hopeless. Goodbye, gentlemen.
Gentlemen, I say ye, John Dickinson.
Gentlemen, are there any objections to the declaration being approved as it now stands?
I do.
You, Mr. Adams?
Yes, Mr. Jefferson. I believe that the word is unalienable, not inalienable.
I'm sorry, sir. Inalienable is correct.
I happen to be a Harvard graduate, Mr. Jefferson.
And I intended William and Mary, Mr. Adams.
Gentlemen, please. Mr. Jefferson, will you yield to Mr. Adams' request?
No, sir, I will not.
Oh, very well. I'll withdraw it.
Oh, good for you, John.
I'll speak to the printer about it later.
Very well, gentlemen. We're about to brave the storm in a skiff made of paper. And how it will end, God only knows.
That's a mighty big signature there, Johnny.
So Fat George in London can read it without his glasses. Step right up, gentlemen. Don't miss the chance to commit treason.
Hancock is right. This paper is our passport to the gallows. But there's no turning back now, for if we don't hang together, we will most assuredly hang separately.
Well, in my case, I can only be so bad. Once not, and it'll all be over, just like that. But look and read over here. They'll be dancing and cheating long after I'm gone.
Gentlemen, forgive me if I don't join in the merriment, but if we're arrested now, my name is still the only one on the damn
Army of the United Colonies, Army of the United States, in New York, dispatch number 1209, to the Honorable Congress, John Hancock, President. Dear Sir, I can now report with some certainty that the eve of battle in New York is near at hand. Toward this end, I have ordered the evacuation of Manhattan and directed our defenses to take up stronger positions on the Brooklyn Heights. At the present time, my forces consist entirely of Hazlitt's Delaware militia and Smallwood's Marylanders. A total of 5,000 troops to stand against 25,000 of the enemy. And I begin to notice that many of them are lads under 15 and old men, none of whom could truly be called soldiers. One personal note to Mr. Lewis Morris of New York. I must regretfully report that his estates have been totally destroyed, but that I have taken the liberty of transporting Mrs. Morris and 8 of the children to Connecticut in safety. The 4 older boys are now enlisted in the Continental Army. As I write these words, the enemy is plainly in sight beyond the river. How it will end, only Providence can direct. But, dear God, what brave men I shall lose before this business ends. Your obedient, G. Washington.
Very well, gentlemen. McNair, go ring the bell.
Mr. President,
Mr. Morris.
to hell with New York. I'll sign it anyway.
Thank you, Mr. Morris. Stephen, sit down.
No, I want to remember each man's face as he signs.
Very well. Mr. Thompson?
New Hampshire, Dr. Josiah Bartlett. Massachusetts, Mr. John Adams. Rhode Island, Mr. Stephen Hopkins. Connecticut, Mr. Roger Sherman. New York, Mr. Lewis Morris. New Jersey, the Reverend Jonathan Witherspoon. Pennsylvania, Dr. Benjamin Franklin. Delaware, Mr. Caesar Rodney. Maryland, Mr. Samuel Chase. Virginia, Mr. Thomas Jefferson. North Carolina, Mr. Joseph Hughes. South Carolina, Mr. Edward Rutledge. Georgia, Dr. Lyman Hall.
Thank you.